Yes, g'day folks, how you going? Nice to see you. You didn't have to do it. Really? Okay, thank you very much, folks. Welcome aboard, nice to have you here. We've got a few people in the chat. Let me just say first up, we had um, Amy from Amethyst Haze. G'day, g'day. We've got Adventures of Travelling Mike, hello and g'day. We've got Michael Anspelt. Mama, g'day, Sean. We've got Michael Ann saying probably won't make it here. Have a good live. Well, I hope she's asleep. G'day, Nick from the Emerald Isle. Welcome aboard, buddy. Oh, the governor. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And Nick is in Galway Island. Is the only place you can have crack and a hookah, and nobody will blink an eye. Crack is an Irish term for having fun, and a hookah is a Galway beer. You know what you've got to have, Nick? Being in Galway, you've got to have a Galway pipe. You know what a Galway pipe is? It's a port. Comes specifically from that area in Galway. Yes, you've got to do it, my friend. We've got Troy S. Welcome aboard, buddy. How you doing? Nice to have you on board. And you're probably in 2 channels, so that's cool. We're broadcasting out of 4 channels today. We got Helping Hands for Cruising, and we've also got the Down Under Cruises. As well as that, we're on 2 Facebook channels. So there we go. Welcome aboard, folks, one and all. Nice to have you on board. Hopefully we'll get a couple of Aussies coming in as well, so that'll be absolutely awesome. So, folks, first of all, what have we got here in the background? So, where is the Cruiseathon? When is it? When is the Cruiseathon? So, yes, folks, we have a Cruiseathon coming up in the next, within the next 2 weeks, starting on the 9th of February. It's a Thursday. And g'day, Philip. How are you, buddy? How did you enjoy the Grand Princess? You were on her recently. Tell us all, tell us all. We've also got the Daily Dose of the Bible. Welcome aboard, Kenny. Nice to have you here, buddy. Nick is actually on a train headed to Cork. It's just a joke. He heard about Galway yesterday. Well, if you do get into Galway, you've got to try the Galway pipe. It's not a bad brew, actually. Got back on Friday. That's awesome. So I'm going to pick your brains throughout the chat today, because as you or anybody else is aware, we will be on the Grand Princess on March the 28th is when we're going to be on it. So yeah, should be fun. Should be fun. G'day, James. Welcome aboard, buddy. Guess where you're going in about 39 days? I know what you're on. Kenny is saying hello to everybody. He's typing through his tablet. He's also, he's also multitasking. Nick is saying he'll definitely will. He's going on a tour to Galway on Friday. Well, that's going to be awesome. And James is saying g'day to Troy. So there we go. So, yes, as we all know, Helping Hands for Cruising. That's why I've got the Helping Hands for Cruising polo shirt, which is the board members one. And just to keep you guys up to date, there's a whole host of things that are happening right now. And we're trying to get ourselves organized for the next cruise coming up. So the next cruise coming up is in 39 days. That's on the Fantastic Studios group cruise. More importantly, it has 2 sets of recipients on board. James and his wife Cindy Catanese is one, and the other one is Scott and Amanda Hicks, and they are the other lot. And they, interestingly enough, within the last 72 hours, both of them have got, both sets of recipients have got their passports. So that's absolutely incredible. Absolutely amazing. So there we go. So they are ready to cruise, and they're going to be looking forward to it. Now, in order for us to put these people up on board the ship, we need some funds. So we are having our Cruiseathon, which starts on Thursday. And that'll be Thursday late afternoon for those across the pond. Friday morning for us this side of the pond. And we kick off the Cruiseathon. It will go from Thursday through to Sunday. And if there are any creators out there that want to put their 2 cents worth in and maybe run a shift, you will need to get a hold of Meg. Meg from Meg's Fun Time. She will actually take care of slotting people in, and I will get a link up a little bit later on. Kenny, if you can do me a favor and just set up Meg's email address, that would be absolutely awesome. And so what we're going to be doing is we're going to be running it for the 4 days, and in those 4 days what will happen is we are looking to raise $10,000. As you can see there in the chat, at the bottom of the screen, the ticker, it's saying Helping Hands for Cruising needs your cash. Please help us collect $10,000. And the benefit of that $10,000 is that we will then be able to pay for 5 lots. So that's 10 people, 5 lots of recipients on board a ship somewhere around the world. So that's the goal. That's what we need. That's what we want. And what can I say, folks? It's going to be absolutely unbelievably brilliant. So James has said g'day to Troy. Kenny has said he shared us out in the community tab, which is awesome. Troy's gone back to saying g'day to James and Philip. In the lift, a wife was telling her hubby off because his tummy was stopping the door. She said, "You will get your tummy stuck in the door." I said, "As long as nothing else gets stuck." Now, what do you think is going to get stuck? Nick says it feels so great to be able to use his passport. I can imagine. Kenny is saying hello, everyone from the Helping Hands for Cruising, and everyone. I'm typing through a phone. Is why I'm not tagging everyone one by one. And also Kenny has shared it out through the community tab. So thank you, Kenny. And thank you, Daily Dose of the Bible. James is saying that the Cruiseathon is on February the 9th through to the 12th. Thank you, James. Much appreciated. And also saying g'day to Kenny. So, let me explain what it is that we're trying to do here. I'm going to do it in this fashion. Let me just do... Yep, I'll do it in this fashion because this fashion will work easier. We'll get it up there. We will do this. Okay, so this is the reason why we want to raise all those dollars. Here goes, folks. Here goes.
Have you ever dreamt about taking a cruise on one of them fancy boats, soaking up the beauty and the magic just to free your soul? It's floating on the ocean, just a notion that seems out of reach. One thing on your bucket list is just to go and see the beach. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for Cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for Cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for Cruising, making your dream a reality.
You know you gotta do the things you've only dreamed about. Don't let anything stop you thinking you can't go all out. You can do the things you never thought were possible with Helping Hands to help you get there. Even oceans are no obstacle. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people out there that never get to cruise, but Helping Hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping Hands for Cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for Cruising, cruising. Helping Hands for Cruising, making your dreams a reality.
So if you ever dreamed about taking a cruise in one of them big old boats, soaking up that sun, feel that breeze, yeah, there is still hope. Don't let the ocean be an ocean that is out of reach. Let's get together, help each other, and go see the sea. You wanna see the world, but something always holds you back. You've got that itching feeling, but your dreams got hijacked. There's lots of people people out there that never get to cruise, but helping hands is helping making dreams come true.
Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, making your dream a reality. Yeah. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, cruising. Helping hands for cruising, making your dream a reality. Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic, folks. Absolutely fantastic. The reason why we're doing that is, as Kenny says, anyone interested in the Cruiseathon, Cruiseathon is from February the 9th through to the 12th. Email Meg at megsfuntime@gmail.com. Please email her, and then you can get yourself onto a slot. It's really important because we do want $10,000 if we can get it. James is giving the big old hearts, as well as the big old ships and thumbs up and all that sort of stuff. I have not seen a more excited man as I have young Mr. James Catanese. In fact, he is a little bit more excited than old young Mr. Kenny. So, here's the thing, folks. They're going on a cruise. The cruise is when? Well, let's have a look. Let's see if we can bring up the cruise that James and Cindy and Amber and Scotty are going on. Here we go. Let me bring this up. And we'll get this started. March 12th to the 19th, my friend. That's where you are going. You're going on that cruise. March 12th to the 19th. And, mate, you're going to have an absolute ball because you will be able to go and have a look at those places. It will change your life. You will be absolutely excited. Have an absolute ball. So, there we go. Now, Philip has said that when he went on the Grand Princess, they paid extra for the sanctuary on the sea days. He thinks it was worth it with the comfy chairs, and the staff looked after them with meal and drink orders. Awesome. It certainly is worth it. Kenny's, the Daily Dose of the Bible, Kenny is saying for anyone interested in the Cruiseathon, make sure you've got it. The 9th of February to the 12th. Well, if it isn't young Mr. Scott, kicking the country, what's up, y'all? Welcome aboard, Scotty. We're just talking about the cruise you're going on and also the Cruiseathon that we will be doing on the 9th of February. And that's going to hopefully bring in $10,000 into the coffers. That's what we want. That's what we want. James is saying 12th of March to the 19th. We're more shipmates. Yep, we will be. And by the way, the video that I put up first up was produced by FatMat Adventures, and we can send him some love. That would be absolutely brilliant. Kenny is saying you'll have a blast of fun for a lifetime, James. So not only James, but Scotty, there's the words coming out of young Mr. Kenny, considering he was the first recipient, and that was in October, and I can tell you, we could not wipe the smile off that man's face. It was absolutely brilliant. G'day, James, how you going? We need more shipmates. Yes, you are right. Daniel Jose, welcome aboard, Daniel. This is the first time we've seen you on board. Give us a hint where you're from and what brings you to our channel. Nice to see you, though. Thank you, Kenny from James. And Daily Dose of the Bible saying g'day to Scotty. Philip is also saying we are also platinum with Princess and had an area for pre-dinner drinks and nibbles as well as a captain's cocktail event. Philip, question, how far up is your nose? Platinum, next is elite, excuse me, elite. Troy saying g'day to Scotty. Scotty is saying can't wait for the cruise and can't wait to help out with the Cruiseathon. Well, that'll be absolutely brilliant. Okay, we're Ruby. That's what we are. We're Ruby, but we'll be elite like you soon, if we can. Scotty saying g'day to Kenny, Sub Troy, Ura, and all the rest. Daily Dose of the Bible saying g'day to Daniel. Troy is saying morning Redleg. Redleg. Okay. Kicking the countries, g'day to Philip and Daniel. And everybody's just saying hello, which is awesome. James, g'day to Scotty and Amber. And the words, I'll see you all soon. Philip, got all our Princess points from P&O Australia cruises. I didn't think they shared the points. I thought they were not shared. I thought they were individual. But you have just proved me wrong. Thank you very much for that. Stream Elements are saying welcome to the Aussie. No, that's the wrong one. I'm going to have to change that in a second. Give me a second. I thought I had the right one up, but no, I didn't. It played yesterday's. So there we go. We have fixed that, and it will come up with the correct info shortly. G'day to Nick from Scotty. Nick is saying good to you, Scott from Ireland. Nick is saying good day he meant. G'day from Ireland. Scotty is saying g'day James, counting down the days. Troy S. Artillery persons used to wear red pants. Red leg. Why, thank you for that lesson, Troy. Every time you come on board, I always learn something about our military services. And to all those involved in the military services, thank you for your service. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, having a think about it, you guys are going to have an awesome time. Unfortunately, we won't be able to make it. Unfortunately, we will be on the Grand Princess at the end of March. So, whilst you guys are going out there in the early stages having fun, we'll be there at the tail end. And you know what? You are in for some good things happening there because the Carnival Pride is an amazing cruise ship. So you guys are going to have fun. G'day, Kaika Stewart. Aloha from Honolulu, Hawaii. Welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you here. Kenneth says you're in for a treat when you meet with Kicking a Country. They're an awesome, down-to-earth, good people. Now, Kenny, you're sucking up because you're living with it. No, I'm joking. Yeah, they are people who are salt to the earth and really got their feet grounded. So it's a privilege to know anybody who's a recipient, and it's a privilege to know anybody who has cruised with us on those cruises. We are currently doing some final stepping points for our group cruise that will be coming in January of 2025. It looks like the cruise we're looking at is going to be on the 2nd of January. which will take us to the South Pacific, including places like Fiji, Vanuatu, New Caledonia. And what that cruise will do is it will be on the Celebrity Edge. So that's going to be an exciting cruise. So we'll have more details a little later on out there for you guys, and then see how we go. Troy is saying that Scott and Amber are really good eggs. Yeah, you just don't want to overboil them. James, I can't wait to meet everyone. And Ikaika is saying, how are you, mate? Mate, I'm doing really well. What about you, buddy? How are you? How are things progressing for you? I hope you've had a great Christmas, New Year, and I hope January has flown by without too much hassle, and you're into February now, and things are starting to settle down. Kenny is saying, I can imagine, to James, and Scotty is saying g'day to Kaika Stewart. So, okay, folks, who's got a cruise coming up? If you can, just in the chat, can you put down how long to go before your cruise, and what's the cruise ship, how many days? That would be awesome. Scotty is saying thanks to Kenny, Troy, and Sean for the kind words. Mate, we don't say them lightly. We say them because you guys are awesome. What can I say? So, here we go. We are having the Cruiseathon coming up on the 9th of February, which is just a week, not this coming weekend, but the one after. And we're going to have some good things happening. Daily Dose of the Bible saying g'day to Ikaika, and he's doing good. What about him? James is saying 38 days to his next cruise. I know where his cruise is going. 39 on my calendar at the moment, but then I am ahead of you, so there you go. Troy is saying 39 days to his. He's also going on the Carnival Pride, so that's going to be an amazing cruise. You've got Troy, you've got Meg, you've got Paul Vines, you've got James and Cindy Catanese, you've got Scott and Amber Hicks. Ikaka is saying, aloha kicking a country. Also going on that cruise, I believe there will be possibly Dewey, I believe he threatened. I do know that there will be Paradij. You will be cruising with Fintastic Cruising. Obviously, it's their group cruise. There are roughly about 20 cabins at the moment, I believe, that are booked currently on that cruise. Ikaka is saying g'day to Daily Dose of the Bible, and Kicking the Country saying 39 days as well. Ikaka is saying, what's the weather there? Where are you asking about the weather? In Melbourne, where we are, or where Kenny and them are? Because I know that they're busy freezing. Lots of snow, I believe. So that's where we go. Any rate. So, yeah. So there are a bucket load of new names coming up there. And I believe some of those names that are actually going on the group cruise, the Fantastic Cruising group cruise, actually have done, are doing currently the Vloggers cruise. So that's going to be that is an amazing cruise that's going on right now. Weather in Melbourne and Kaika, we've had, thank you for asking, we've had 23 degrees C today, 23 with 66% humidity, 23, 46, around about 66 degrees for the day. Tomorrow we're expecting it a bit warmer, so we shall see what happens. Stream Elements are saying, welcome to the Humpday with the Down Under Cruisers. Please support the channel so that we can support Helping Hands for Cruising. And that is precisely what we want to do. We want, if we can help it, not this coming weekend, but the weekend after that, we would love to raise, come Sunday evening, for those across the pond, come Sunday evening, we would love to have the total at $10,000. Just think of the number of people could be enjoying the fun. And yes, the logo is was produced by Matt Allen from Fintastic Cruising, and I want to thank him for the effort and energy he went into by creating that, because that is the mainstay for the Helping Hands for Cruising logo. You'll notice he did some modifications to it. It is being snowed in only because, as far as you guys are concerned, for those across the pond, it is still the tail end of winter, so that is the winter cruiseathon, and so we want to get as many people digging deep in their pockets, forking out. Now, we don't mind if you start forking out right now. We seriously don't mind, because if you start putting the hand in the pocket, then it just makes it easier. And the best way you can do that is by going to the QR code in the top corner there. Don't know if you can see my hand there, but the QR code in the top corner, just bring that up on your phones, and you will be able to donate directly into the Helping Hands for Cruising PayPal account. I will ask you, please, if you are paying with US dollars, please keep it as US dollars. If you're paying with Aussie dollars, obviously leave it as Aussie dollars. But we want to save as much money as we can converting, because every time you pay in, you go in, it says, do you want to pay in Aussie dollars? And you go, yes, it converts your US dollar, we lose a bit. Then we've got to convert it back to US dollars so that we can spend it on the ships and so forth. So there we go. Philip is asking, have you booked your Eden Shore tour? I've done the cruising twofold bay tour. What? What are you saying, Philip? Have you booked your Eden Shore tour? He has done the cruising twofold bay tour. Okay, you're gonna have to explain that to me, because I'm being blonde. I mean, as you can see, I'm really blonde. It's see-through. James is saying it's 39 days, but 38 days we get up, be so excited, and say thank you, Helping Hands for Cruising. Absolutely, my friend. You're going to have a blast, I can tell you. I found the Aussie again. Thank you, Busby. Welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you on board. G'day, Chris from Kicking a Country. Busby is saying, hey, Scott, good morning. Daily Dose of the Bible. G'day, Busby. Scott is saying our first day of spring is March. So, okay, so it's still winter right now. So there you go. Busby Adventures is saying g'day to Kenny. So, folks, would love it if you can spread the word. We've got 10 in the chat right now amongst 4 channels. So, yeah, I think we've got 6 of them on on Down Under Cruises, 3 in Helping Hands, and 1 on Facebook, from what I can tell. Any rate, so yeah, there's going to be a whole host of people on the Cruiseathon. We're going to have Kicking a Country is going to be doing a segment. Ivy on the Wayside is going to be doing a segment. Meg's Fun Time, I hopefully will be doing a segment. I believe Kenny's got a segment there. I believe there's a bunch of others. You will have the Down Under Cruises, and possibly you may have Helping Hands for Cruising coming up there as well. Anyway, we'll have a look-see. Philip is saying there is a shore tour called Cruising Twofold Bay, organised by Princess. Well, mate, you never know. That might be a possibility. What we're actually looking to do is get but our cruise goes from Melbourne to Sydney via Eden. So we'll see what happens. Busby's saying having a giggle at Troy, and the reason is Troy asked, Puddin', how's Busby Adventures? Well, there you go. Troy's getting involved in everybody. Daily Dose of the Bible, you'll know I haven't been to bed yet. Oh no, Kenny, seriously? So Stream Elements has come in there and said you can tip using the link streamelements.com/tip. And what that does is that puts some much needed coffers into the Helping Hands for Cruising coffers, and that'll make it just that much better. James is saying he just sent 2 Helping Hands for Cruising. Thank you. Mate, it's a pleasure. You're going to have a great time. And I will actually have a look at that shortly in the Helping Hands for Cruising section. James is saying g'day to Chris at Busby Adventures. So, it looks like there's only about 4 of you cruising. What have you guys got planned for the month of February in terms of anything, whether it's cruising related or personal related? Some of the good things that you guys have got planned for February. Philip is saying it's cheaper if you book and pay for tours before the cruise. Make sure to buy some chocolate strawberries for Ilana. Mate, she'll get more than chocolate strawberries. She doesn't know it yet. And I'm not going to say it because she's probably listening in. But she'll get a surprise, as she usually does. Busby saying, Kenny, that was me yesterday. I mean, today I went to bed after Kelly's live. Wow, you guys have been busy. Kenny is saying that he's in both the YouTube channels, so that's awesome. Thank you very much for that, buddy. And he's also put us on his community tab, so that's exciting. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Okay, so yes, there will be some. So for our cruise on the Grand Princess, we're leaving out of Melbourne, going up to Sydney via Eden. We'll be spending a night in Sydney and then flying back the next day. So that's going to be absolutely unbelievable. By the way, for those that have not yet hit the sub button, whether it be in Helping Hands or in the Down Under Cruises, we would greatly appreciate it if you did hit the sub button, as well as hitting the like and also the bell notification. As they always say, it doesn't cost anything to do so, but more importantly, what it does is it heads both channels to the point of being self-sufficient. And if we can get both channels self-sufficient, that just means that we get a bucket load more people actually going on a cruise through Helping Hands. So there we go. Must be saying g'day to everybody in the Helping Hands chat, so he's just gone across there. Awesome. And James has said g'day to Busby, so that's awesome. Lovely. So as I say, with the monies, we will be able to support more people on a cruise. So there's some exciting stuff going on now. Busby is saying, James, you are looking for a bus or van. I was talking with Tommy earlier tonight. Yeah, are you going to be driving your own vehicle or are you going to rent something else? James is saying he'll be here during the February the 9th to the 12th for Helping Hands. Thank you, mate. That would be absolutely awesome. We would love as much help as we can get. So, James, are you taking your own vehicle or are you going to hire a vehicle and drive down with that? Let us know. Also, for those that are in the chat at the moment, if you would like to nominate somebody to be a recipient in the Helping Hands for Cruising charitable format, please send a video, just a 2 or 3 minute video, of the reasons why you believe that person needs to be able to get a cruise, and that will then go to the board. The board will then ratify that person, and then the board will notify them of their cruise that they will be going on. So that's the first thing. Now, if you are a creator and you would like to, and you're setting up a cruise yourself, we would then ask you please to put a video up requesting the board to allow us to put a recipient on your cruise, on your group cruise, and that will certainly make a huge difference. We do not want recipients to go on a cruise that is not part of a group, because that recipient will feel very much out of it. We want a group so that there is some connection between the recipient and the other cruisers that are going on board the ship. Philip is saying we also paid for a future cruise deposit of $100 per person. When we use it, they will give us extra $100 OBC in addition to any promotion in the next 2 years. Yep. Did you pick a cruise? That'd be awesome if you did. James is saying he's driving his own SUV down because the scooter fits in it. Awesome. So that'll make it even easy. So what you'll do is you'll park across the road from the port, and then you will just scooter yourself across to the ship. Now I know that Matt and Kimbra will actually be guiding you along there, as well as Meg. So I think you'll be in the right company. And as well as that, you will have Scott and Amber there helping you out as well. So that's going to be exciting. I think you guys are in for some really exciting times. I can tell you now. Do us a favor, folks. In the chat, if you can go hashtag creator, if you're a creator, hashtag supporter if you're a supporter, hashtag whatever you want to say. And if, folks, if you've not already sub to or been to check the person's channel, please go ahead and check the channels out of those that you haven't seen. Philip is saying that at the moment there is the potential of a Melbourne to New Zealand and back in February of 2024. Mate, you will love that. That is an awesome cruise. We did it. Question, is it on a princess ship or is it on a P&O ship? If it's a princess one, you would absolutely love it. Ilana and I did it 6 years ago, almost. Busby is saying, James, I have said hello to Sean for 4 lives and was nice enough to compliment his shiny bald head, and he still hasn't made me blue. What do you suggest I do? Send flowers? Busby, put $1 million into the Helping Hands for Cruising Facebook, not Facebook, PayPal account, and I'll give you as many wrenches as you want. Philip is saying not booked yet. Scotty is going creator supporter. Philip is going Grand Princess. Mate, that's going to be an awesome cruise. You're going to absolutely love that if you do that. If you do that one. Send rum. Thanks, James. You know I could handle it. Kenny is going hashtag creator, hashtag supporter, and hashtag multitasker, hashtag multi-streamer. Goodness me, Kenny, you haven't lost your touch, even with your missing gallbladder. Oh, boy. What can I say, mate? You're going to have an absolute... Now, Chris, I didn't ask you to send me the cash. I asked you to send me $1 million. Now, it's up to you to decide how that $1 million is going to come in. I'm not gonna tell you how to give me $1 million. At the moment, you've just given me 1 million pennies. But now I'm looking at $1 million. Troy's a hashtag supporter. Daily Dose of the Bible, hashtag creator, hashtag supporter, hashtag multitasker, hashtag multi-streamer. Mate, you sound like Kenny. Ha ha ha, you are. Stream Elements are saying Helping Hands for Cruising Facebook page is there, and you can donate. Actually, you can donate by hitting the QR code in the top corner there. So that's just as easy. Um, Troy is saying no creator here. Creator. Okay. James says hashtag creator, hashtag supporter. That's awesome. Remember what I said, Busby? $1 million. You got to give me $1 million. Think about it. Oh boy, I'm going to land in trouble. So, what's everybody drinking, by the way? I've got a nice cup of latte coffee. Well, I'm paying some cred to New Hampshire because I got this mug of Ilana and I got this mug of John and Nancy from J&N Travels, and it's a nice, good-sized mug, and I quite like it. It's got all the things of New Hampshire there. It's got reindeers, it's got birds, it's got a building or buildings, it's got a whole host of things. So that's exciting. Let me see. James is sucking back on a coffee. Kenny, you don't need to tell me what you're sucking back on. Scotty, Kenny, you forgot hashtag Wi-Fi bandwidth thief. Oh, Kenny stole all the Wi-Fi. Troy's sucking on a Dr. Pepper Zero. There we go. I knew Kenny would say that. Drinking hot black coffee, best way to drink it. No, I prefer the latte. I need to have a bit of the flavour of the milk. James is going, yes, it is Kenny's only way to drink it. Chris is going Pepsi here. Good on you, Chris. You still haven't got it, right? $1 million. Think about what I just said. $1 million. Man, that would be awesome. It's a good amount of money. But I'm actually not talking about money there, Chris. All you got to do is give me $1 million. No, $1 million. You never know. Somebody might give you a hint how to put that in. Okay, so g'day, Jonesy. Doing night shift on the highway tonight. 5 power poles being replaced. Mate, well, at least it's a pleasant evening there. What was your temp today? You were a bit cooler than us. You got to about 19 or something like that. Daily dose of the Bible. Kicking the country. It's holding up good for right now. There you go, Busby. Now you've got it. Now you've got it, my friend. You've just learned how to get blue. Scotty. Drinking circle pina colada water. Oh, does it taste good? Is it cool? James is saying g'day to Radio Jonesy. Kenny's saying g'day to Radio Jonesy. And Chris is saying g'day to Radio Jonesy. Radio Jonesy is saying yes, cooling down as the sun goes down. So right now we're sitting on 17 degrees. What do you guys got? Jonesy saying g'day to Kenny. Now, did you guys all watch Jonesy and I yesterday? We had an absolute blast talking about all things Tasmania. Actually, things Australia, but we actually had a competition to see who could actually pick the picture that I had behind me, and that was awesome. So that was great. So a couple of people saying, Jonesy saying g'day to a couple of people, Kenny and James. Kicking the country, the way I can drink water, flavour the crap out of it. Well, you'd need decent filtered water if you wanted to if you wanted to drink straight water. It would have to be filtered properly to get all the other crap out of it. But that's cool. Flavoured. There you go, Busby. See how hard it was, mate? See how hard it was? And just as easy as it was for me to do that, I can undo it. Um, Stream Elements is saying we'd like to thank all of you who donated to Helping Hands for Cruising. Please continue to give so that we can have more recipients joining us on our next cruise. James is saying he did watch. Oh yeah, I know what you're on about. And Kicking the Country is saying only way. Jonesy is saying g'day to James. So good chatter going backwards and forwards. Yes. So the next step is right now this cruise coming up now in March is the last cruise we've got booked until the one that's in 2025. But what we would like to do is get some more people doing a group cruise so that we can get some more recipients on those. Daily Dose of the Bible says, I can drink straight water or flavored water, either one. Yeah, likewise. I've been going now and putting peached iced tea cordial into my water. And that's actually made it beautiful. James is saying, cheers, my friend, to Radio Jonesy. Kicking a Country, that what Circle is, they have different flavored filters that go into the water bottle. Oh, that's cool. So what's the flavor you're drinking right now? I think you did mention it beforehand. Let's see. Pina colada. Okay, so you're drinking pina colada right now. What other flavors are you? What other flavors do you like, Scotty? What's your favorite flavors that you'd like to try, or that you like right now, but just didn't choose tonight because you're doing something else? So Philip has just got off the Grand Princess. Weren't you on the P&O during a little bit earlier on in the year? So you've done P&O. No, but I'm actually quite interested how you managed to get your P&O Australia points onto Princess, because I know that the Carnival group was not sharing points through the cruise lines, because technically speaking, if you're on a Holland America or any of the other, Cunard, any of the others, technically speaking, you should be able to share your points. But I don't know. Maybe you can explain. Be nice if you could explain. So those of you that are going on the March cruise, what is the port that you're looking forward to the most? Philip, yes, P&O do share points to Princess. Well, that's cool to know. So maybe we'll go on the comedy cruise, or we can't go on the one that goes to the Australian Open because that's over. So, but we might go on a comedy cruise over a weekend or something. That would be interesting. Scotty is saying pina colada is his favorite. He has fruit punch, orange and strawberry, banana filters as well. Well, that's awesome. So wait a minute. So what you do is you take the filter and you just put it into the water and let it diffuse. Is that right? Is that how it works? James is saying to Scotty, look for a Walmart crystal water. It is flavor water as well. No, we haven't sailed P&O yet. We were hoping that we would do it on one of the new ships. The one that was the Golden is the one that we would want to be doing it on, because that was our first cruise on the Golden Princess. For those that might be interested, there is some merch on both the Down Under cruises, and also Helping Hands for Cruising also has some merch. So if you go on those channels and purchase the merch, again, the profits from that, all the proceeds, go to Helping Hands for Cruising so we can get some more Kennys, Scotties, James, and spouses on board a cruise ship. Daily dose of the Bible. Water and coffee is what he drinks most of the time, and every now and then he might drink an Arnold Palmer tea, which is half tea, half lemonade mixed together. Wow. So where did he get the name Arnold Palmer? Because I know he's a famous golfer. Was that a drink he would like, or did he set up a company making soft drinks? That'd be an interesting one. Excuse me. Where did the name Arnold Palmer come? Arnold Palmer tea. Where did that come from? Okay. I guess so. We'll have the Fantastic Cruising's group cruise. We then need to look at getting another group cruise coming out in the near future, so that we can get some recipients on there, and that'd be awesome. Okay, Scotty is saying that the filter is in the lid and the water goes through it as you drink. Oh wow, that's cool. James says he needs a poster for Helping Hands for Cruising to hang on his door. Mate, that's easy. I will talk to Meg about that one. Maybe we can make you one. That'd be awesome. I got an idea. I have an idea. There is a board meeting coming up this weekend, so we will discuss it with the board. I have an idea. Anyway, the mindies are ticking. All right. So it's 8 minutes short of the hour. Let's see what's happening here. Philip said 217 Pacific Jewel, Australia, completed Pacific Jewel, South Pacific. Oh, that's cool. Completed. So the first one you went on was the Pacific Jewel. Okay. And I believe that was a princess ship as well, if I'm not mistaken. Completed 162 in June of 2015, Pacific Jewel, South Pacific. Okay, so you've been to South Pacific twice. Completed on the 4th of the 13th, Pacific Jewel. You're just reading out your cruise thing. What do they call that? Cruise mate. But you know what? That's good. You've completed 14. That's awesome. Some of your cruises were P&O cruises. Cut and paste don't work well. Cut and paste. What are we cutting and pasting? Oh, I see what you're doing. Yep. It didn't work well. Okay. Daily Dose of the Bible. I'm not exactly sure. I just know that you can buy it by the gallon or by the 12 fluid ounce cans with his picture on both the can and the gallon jug. Well, that's cool. A gallon jug is like 4 liters. That's a fair whack. All right. So, okay. From Princess Login. Oh, you got it from... Oh, okay. That's cool. So they list the P&O ones as well on the Princess Login? No, they wouldn't. You'd have to go to Princess to pick that. Yes? No? You're saying that's from the Princess Login? Wow. Pacific Jewel. So you've only sailed on the Pacific Jewel, really? Pacific Jewel, and then you went on the Grand Princess. What did you go on recently? The Pacific Dawn as well. Because I think the Jewel has now been sent to the scrap yards. The Dawn is the last one. And then they've now got the Pacific Explorer and the Pacific Adventurer. Stream Elements is saying, check out the Helping Hands for Cruising website. www.helpinghandsforcruising.org, and that will take you through to also being able to donate through there, and also being able to um, purchase merch as well if you so desire. So, yep. Look, this today is shameless promotion, folks, and the reason why it's shameless promotion is we want to get more Kennys, more Jameses, more Scotties on board a cruise ship. So, dig deep. Philip is saying yes, they do list my piano in the Princess login. Wow. Okay. Maybe I'll be lucky and they might just include my carnival trip. You never know. Stranger things could happen. Like I say, stranger things could happen. Um, yep. Anyway, folks, I'm going to bring this down early. We do have some special guests coming in on Friday night for those across the pond. Those special guests know who they are. It's a secret, Scott and Amber. It's a real big secret, Scott and Amber. Nothing wrong with shameless promotion. Thank you very much. Scotty's saying half tea and half lemonade is a drink called Arnold Palmer. So there's where the name comes from. It's half tea and half lemonade. Yeah, but Arnold Palmer was a golfer, and that might have been one of his popular drinks. Not sure. Anyway, James, thank you very much. Have a great day. Please donate to Helping Hands for cruising. Yep. And Scotty's saying he's not saying a thing. Shh, don't tell everybody. But I'm going to be making special time just for young Scotty and Miss Amber to come on board. Secret. So, folks, thanks for joining in. We shall catch up with you on the weekend on Friday night at 10 p.m. We will catch up and we will have this chat with the special guest, Scott and Amber. And next week, we're back on usual track. So take care, have a great week, and enjoy your time together, folks. Have fun. See you soon.